children, welcome to your EVS class. Dear students, today I am going to teach you lesson 11, our home, given in page number 17 of your GK book. In page number 17 of your GK book, you can see lesson 11 is our home. So children, first of all, I would like to ask you that what do you mean by home? What do you mean by home? A home is a place where we live with our family. A home is a place where we live with our family children. Do you know that which is the most wonderful place on this earth? Which is the most wonderful place in this entire world? The answer is our home. Home is a place where we sit together, eat together and enjoy together with our family. Home helps us to protect us from rain, heat, cold, wind, wild animal and thieves. Home protects us from rain, heat, cold, wind, wild animals and thieves children. So it is very important to have home. Children, do you know that what is the difference between home and house? What is the difference between home and house? We call a room or a house made up of bricks, sand, cement is called as house. Whereas a home is said to be as a home is a place where people live together with their family. That place is called as home. Do you know children that there are two types of houses? How many types of houses? Two types of houses. The first one is Kacha House. Here on the board you can see that I have already written Kacha House, and the second type of house is Kacha House. What do you mean by Kacha House and Kacha House children? You can see on page number 17 of your book, the first picture is Kacha House and the second picture is of Kacha House. What do you mean by Kacha House? Kacha House are the houses which are made up of bricks, sand, cement and iron rods. Kacha houses are those houses which are made up of bricks, cement, sand and iron rods. These houses are very strong children. Kacha houses are very strong, and you can find Kacha house in the urban areas, in the cities. In most of the cities you will find Kacha house. Kacha houses are very strong. Why Kacha houses are strong children? Kacha houses are strong because they are made up of bricks. They are made up of bricks. You can see that I have a brick in my hand. So Kacha houses are made up of bricks. Kacha houses are made up of bricks and sand. You can see that I have some sand. So Kacha houses are made up of bricks, sand, iron rod and cement. So because of these, Kacha houses are strong and they are also called as permanent house. Where do you find Kacha house children? We can find Kacha house in cities, in urban areas. Okay. Now Now the next type of house is Kacha House. Kacha House. What do you mean by Kacha House? Kacha House are the houses which are made up of mud and straw. Kacha House are the houses which are made up of mud and straw, children. These houses are very weak. These houses are very weak. They are also made up of wood. They are also made up of wood, cloth and bamboos. So, Kacha houses are very weak and these houses are also called as hut. These houses are also called as hut. Unlike Pakka houses are also called as permanent house, whereas Kacha house are called as temporary house. Pakka houses are, children, very strong, but Kacha houses are weak. Why Kacha houses are weak, children? Can you tell me? Because Kacha houses are made up of mud and straw. Most of the Kacha houses are also made up of wood and bamboos. Kacha houses are also called as hut, and we can find Kacha houses mostly in village areas, mostly in rural areas or in villages. Where do we find Kacha house? We can find Kacha house in rural areas and in villages. Now, turn to page number 80. Turn to page number 80. Here, children, you can find different types of houses. Different types of houses we live in. We live in different types of houses in different areas. So, what are the different types of houses, children? Let's see in your book. In page number 18, there are different types of houses. The first one is bungalow. Second one is caravan. Third one is houseboat. Fourth one is wooden house. Fifth one is Kacha house. Next is igloo, tent and apartments. All these are the different types of houses found in our country. Let us know about all these types of houses one by one. The first one is bungalow. Bungalow, children. What do you mean by bungalow? You can see bungalow, caravan, houseboats and wooden house. Bungalows are generally Pakka houses. Bungalows are generally Pakka houses because it is made up of bricks, sand, cement and iron rods. So, bungalows are the Pakka houses. These are very strong and you will find bungalows in cities. Next is caravan. Next is caravan. Caravan are moving houses. There are some people who make their house on a vehicle. So, these are moving houses which are called as caravan. Houseboat. The next one is houseboat. It is a boat shaped of house which you will find in water. It is also movable. And the shape of the house is like a boat. So it is called as houseboat. Houseboats are generally found in Kerala cities. Okay, children, next is wooden house. Wooden house are the houses which are made up of wood. It is a kind of Kacha house. It is a kind of Kacha house. Wooden houses are not very strong. So, the houses which are made up of wood are called as wooden house. The next one is Kacha house. As we have just learned about this house, that Kacha house are made up of mud and straw. Kacha houses are made up of mud and straw. Sometimes you will also, somewhere you will also find Kacha house made up of bamboos and straw. These houses are mostly found in rural areas or in villages. These Kacha houses are also called as hut, and these are weak. Kacha houses are weak, and we also say Kacha house as temporary house. Next one is igloo. Igloo, children. Igloo are the houses which are made up of ice. Igloos are the houses which are made up of ice, and you can find igloos in hilly areas, in cold places such as Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla. You can find such kind of houses. What is igloo, children? If I will ask you that what is igloo? Igloo are the houses made up of ice. Igloo are the houses made up of ice, and the person who lives in igloo are called as Eskimos. The person who lives in igloo are called as Eskimos. Here you can see that in this yellow rectangular book, it is already given. Igloos are houses made up of ice, and Eskimos live in igloos. Who lives in igloo? Eskimos lives in igloo. Next is tent. Some people are keep moving from one place to another. The next variety of house is tent. Children, some people are keep moving from one place to another place in search of food, in search of work. So, these people are called as nomads. These people are called as nomads. So, the person who keeps moving from one place to another place in search of food and work are called as nomads. These people make a temporary house. These people makes a temporary house using clothes and some bamboo sticks or some sticks. So these houses are called as tents. These houses are called as tents. They can easily move their tent from one place to another, and they can place their tent from one place to another. They carry their tent along with them wherever they go. Wherever they go, it is made up of a huge canvas and wood and cloth. Huge canvas and wood. The houses which are made up of wood, canvas and cloth are called as tent. These tents are temporary house. These tents are temporary house. So, the last one is apartment. Apartments are multi-storied buildings. Apartments are multi-storied buildings, and these comes under Kacha house. Apartments are made up of bricks, cement, sand and iron rods. So, these are called, apartments are called as Kacha multi-storied building, house over house. There are layers of houses over each other. So these multi-storied buildings are called as apartments. You can see apartments, you can find apartments in urban areas. In urban areas, cities like, big cities like Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, you will find apartments. You will find apartments. Apartments are very strong, children, and they are permanent houses. They are strong because they are made up of bricks, sand, cement and iron rods. Is it clear, children? So, today we learned about home, different types of houses. How many types of houses are there? There are two types of houses, Pakka house and Kacha house. And we have also learned about different types of houses found in our country. So children, I hope that all these types of houses, the concept of all the kinds of houses and home is now clear to you through this video. And I hope, children, that you will watch this video at your home and try to learn. Till then, keep learning, stay safe and do take very good care of yourself. Thank you.